Okay, when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is I thank God for waking me up, right? I thank the universe, God, whatever you look up to. And then I usually step outside and see that it's freezing, and I'm like, oh shit, that's right. Thank you for the roof over my head, you know? But I understand that while we're laying dormant, especially if you're an empath, you attract energies and entities and spirits that are just attracted to your light, just like they are here in the physical. It's the same thing in the spiritual. So, like all of our ancestors, they're all around here. They're spirits. They're just not embodying a physical body anymore, but they're right here. They're still here. They're not gone anywhere, right? They're just that's why if you're empathic, you can feel energies and you can feel spirits, and you can't stand in line in a crowded store without feeling uncomfortable. Not everybody's an empath, okay? And it's not really something that is like something I brag about. We don't, though us real empath, we don't brag about being an empath because one, our kindness is mistaken for weakness most of the time. Um, People think we're soft until they pull at that other side of us, especially if you're Heyoka. Heyoka empaths are the most powerful empaths on the planet, and there aren't many. You also are a sponge for other people's energy. You'll feel anxiety. You'll be standing in line and be like, why am I pissed off all of a sudden? Why do I want to cry? Because you're taking on the energy of someone around you. So when I first wake up, I listen to Elke Neher, her removal of entity, and it literally, I can feel a difference in how I feel. It's just that uncomfortable feeling. It almost feels like withdrawal for any of you that had because I had drug addictions, okay? And I was on meth, I was on opiates, I was on Klonopin, Adderall. I smoked cigarettes, I smoked weed. So it's like, I'm growing more every day because the shit that I've gotten off of, like I said, without a rehab facility, this is my focus: healing, so that I can do something that no one else in my bloodline has ever done. Okay. That to me is my generational curse. I'm not focused on what's happening on YouTube. Okay. I just can't do that. It's not conducive to my healing, and it's not going to help me help my subscribers to heal as well. But I understand that when I wake up, there's this like heaviness, heavy energy. And a lot of it too is also from the appliances that you have, because most people, like, I'm talking about truth that's happening in the world. I don't want to focus on just one category, right? I want to let you guys know that you're being attacked electronically by shit that you can't see. And this is a lot of the times why people went insane and went crazy, because it messes with your psyche and then it messes with your physical. Everything starts in the mind and it manifests in the physical. So people have gotten tumors and cancer from these electronics, okay? I listened to Elke Neher, and then within like maybe 15 minutes of her 30-minute video, I feel better. I also listened to Dispel the Curse of the Evil Eye. Before I even walk out of the door, I clear whatever energetic film is on top of me so it doesn't follow me somewhere else, because I've tested this theory, okay? I've gotten up 3 minutes 33 seconds. I've gotten up and let the residual, like how I felt like shit when I wake up, and I went out and I went to a store and people were ignorant, they were rude, like, because you're carrying this energetic aura with you of like negativity because you've been laying dormant all night. So it's kind of like when you throw a piece of food on the ground and then you come back later and all the ants are on top of it within seconds. I feel like that's what it's like for an empath when you're sleeping. It's just like all the ants come out and they cover you and you feel heavy in the morning. So, and I tested this theory, and so did my boyfriend. So then we started clearing ourselves, saging around myself, just my body, listening to like negative energy frequencies to clear it off. And the shit works. Okay. I go out and it's like now people are waving, they're high, happy, because now when you carry that negative energy with you while you're walking somewhere, that's what you're attracting, is whatever energy you're in. You may be in a good mood, but your energy field is what is important. What is your aura carrying? All right. So, just some tips. I've noticed it. Now, another thing is when I'm driving, like before I get in the car, I always say like, please protect me. And it never fails. All right. It never fails. Because even like at one point when I knew that like my stickers were bad on my vehicle, It's like I drove through a place where there's so many police officers, right? I never came in contact with one because I would play Dr. Virtual Seven's Unseen as Me, Protected as Me video, and it puts like a cloak around your energy field for any kind of negative energy to even see you in the spiritual, so it can't manifest in the physical. Okay, does this make sense to you guys? And I do. It's almost like I've driven, when I had my stickers bad, driven right past police officers that were in the middle of the road still while I was coming up that road, and it would have just so happened that they would look down at their phone, you know, or they would wind up turning their head or some shit like that. And it really does work when you believe it. Whatever you believe, if your belief is strong enough, that will manifest. That's why I choose to believe that we're all one. You understand? I choose to believe that we're all cut from the same cloth and we're like one big chocolate chip cookie broken into different parts for our character to be tested on how we treat somebody. Okay, I truly believe that the bigger parts of the cookie are like the trees, the mountains, okay? And I believe the smaller parts of the cookie, the smallest, could be insects and birds and shit, and we are somewhere in the middle. But when you think about it, we all came from the same cookie, okay? You have to, looking at life symbolically, this is what I'm trying to teach people, and I'm understanding. I don't care about what's going on and the negative stuff that's going on in this tarot community. It's just, I can't do it. I don't judge anybody for it, but it's just something that I won't get into. I have a purpose here. And I'm going to do it regardless, no matter what anybody says. All right, so let's get down. And that's what you guys need to as well. Don't worry about what people think. Don't worry about how people, look at this. Exhale that bullshit. Speak your truth, you guys, all right? Because there's going to be people who are going to take things the wrong way. They're going to put themselves into something that you said where you may not even know this person's name. Do you understand? You can't let somebody else's response to something that you said affect whether or not you want to move forward. All right, let's get one more. Thank you so much, spirit guides. Exhale that bullshit. Your growth scares people who don't want to change. All right, can you guys see these and shit? Let's read the back of this one. Are you getting shit from people you think should be cheering you on? If you thought of them as scared people instead of a giant asshole, could you be more compassionate with them? Or at least let their current assholishness slide for now. Compassion tastes nice and minty and fresh, doesn't it? That's what I'm saying. There are people who aren't healed in that particular area as much as you. And you're not going to be healed as much as somebody else in another area. We are all here on a journey to heal and tell our stories. We're not supposed to be arguing and fighting and going back and forth with each other. All right? Fuck out of here is the other one that came out. All right? This is your mantra today. Say it in a New Jersey accent to add emphasis. Fuck out of here. Shout out to New Jersey. I love you guys. If bullshit shows up, give it a fuck out of here and send it on its way. This should probably be a silent mantra at work and school and pretty much anywhere in public. But it's still highly fucking effective, even when you keep it all to yourself. So this goes exactly what I was saying. Don't let other people's responses to shit bother you. Okay? Everybody's entitled to their opinions. And that's just that. That's the end of that. So, yeah, I don't know if you were having skin problems because of spell work. I don't really want to blame everything on spell work. Some of us were just eating bullshit and smoking and shit, and vaping there's heavy metals and lead and shit in that. Like, I had to stop vaping too because I noticed that I was waking up feeling some kind of way, and I also felt that negative energy on me when I woke up when I stopped vaping. Even in smoking. Now I breathe better, I can meditate better and do my breathing exercises and shit. But a lot of us, we're breaking out from people doing spell work, but it's like negative energy. If someone's talking shit on you or gossiping about you or they just envy you, it'll manifest physically on the other person. But I do use olive oil, organic extra virgin olive oil mixed with tea tree oil on my face. If any of you guys were going through some shit like that, okay? And I really do try not to eat past 8 o'clock so that I can remember my dreams and shit. So I also listen to Dr. Virtual Seven's Targeted Individual Scatter Frequency, the second one. I think it's the second one on loop all night. Because yesterday when I got done doing that reading, all right, this isn't even really going to be much of a reading. I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys, okay? But I'm going to pull some cards. I felt heavy chest pain, like I was like having a heart attack and shit, right? I am like, what is this? And usually I can refresh my YouTube page and my guides will put whatever it is that I need on there when I ask them, like, what is this I'm feeling? And then boom, it's like, sometimes they'll give me like a stomach ache frequency and I'm like, what is this? I don't need this. Meanwhile, an hour later, boom, don't you know it? I'm like, damn, listen to your guides. Not all of us are getting the messages, but there's so many messages, it's like impossible to receive every one of them, okay? So I put this on and within 10 minutes, the pain went away. So I don't know if it was the energy I was pulling on, or if it was just, the electronics, your microwave, anything plugged in, anything electronic, the 5G, the towers, the radiation that's in the air that you got, but they don't tell us about. It's all torture. And this is another thing I want to touch on. I don't want to stay in that energy of what's going on in the communities on YouTube. I'm not interested in that. Okay. Somebody not feeling well? Does somebody have a fever? My head's getting hot. I don't know. Or somebody's pissed off that I'm not arguing back or something. I don't know. Let's just keep going. Somebody trying to read my mind and shit. Yeah, you don't have to read my mind. I'll say what I feel. Look, healer. Boom. Thank you, God. See, my God comes through all the time. I'm a healer, and I want to heal you guys. I don't want to cause divide and separation and argue with people, okay? But when I see things, I call them out, and just as I'd like somebody to do it to me, and I actually totally respect everyone's opinion of what they feel like I'm saying, and if they don't agree, that's the whole point. We're not supposed to agree with everything everybody says. How fucking boring would that be? So I embrace the shit, okay? Let's keep going. Hot-blooded. I get my messages off a certain, like, it ain't got nothing to do with music or what, but I mean, there's just shit always taken out of proportion, man. You guys, just say how you feel. There's always going to be somebody who sees it differently and just completely picked what makes them feel comfortable enough to respond with from your messages. All right. Or just from what you say. You could be talking to somebody in public. Okay. This is just in life. You could sit there and say an entire story. But if you have somebody on the other end that is jealous or envious or just having a bad day, this don't even have to have anything to do with envy or jealousy, right? Because I don't always want to put that in there. I'm not vain like that. This could just be somebody who like had a bad day right before you're talking to them. Now they only see the parts and hear the parts they want to hear. You're gonna experience this, all right? Father, I don't know if this is God or if this is, I feel like this is Father God. This is God saying, you're healing people. Just keep doing what you're doing, okay? So this is a message for you guys as well. Don't care about what people think or opinions because, like everything else, we all got one. You understand? So I'm not here to cause drama and strife between people. I'm here to help people, and I'm going to do that regardless of what somebody says or thinks, all right? That's what you guys need to do. All right, so you're a healer. Yeah, look, you're balancing shit. Equal give and take. I respect your opinion. You respect mine. I have no choice. I have no choice, just like you have no choice but to respect my experience and what I'm speaking on. That's just the way it is. There is no other way. On my end, there is no other way. And that's how you put boundaries up. You don't let somebody get you all hot and bothered. Yeah, you don't feel like this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like for some of you, if you're just letting shit go and people aren't getting a rise out of you, I feel like people are feeling like they're being backed, like they feel stabbed in the back. You'll come across those people who just get up every day. Because, I had a lot of friends like this, and some family members as well that they got up in a bad mood, so they wanted to put everybody else in a bad mood. And if they can't allow you to be in the same mood as them, they feel some kind of way. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's really sad. I this is why I wish healing on everybody. It's not conducive to the awakening. The awakening is about realizing we're all one. That's what the awakening is about. We're all one, and they cause divide with certain topics in the matrix in our lives to keep us separated. It is up to us through God's plan to bring everybody together. So anybody else doing the opposite, then I guess we'll see what happens. Look, there's God. Boom. He shows up for me. You feel me? He shows up for me. I'm a Taurus as well. What is this? We're not all supposed to agree, right? What is this Six of Cups here? What is this Six of Cups here? What is this Six of Cups here? Six of Cups. You're beautiful. And this is what you do for work. You're helping people. You're giving back. Okay? What I'm getting from this is you're giving back. You're helping. And you look beautiful. I also feel like you guys are going to start maybe changing a beauty routine, or I've been looking a lot into like home, like natural remedies, because I understand. I read Dr. Virtual 7's description box on one of his shit. He talks about they do this sorcery shit. They put shit in the lotions and in the deodorants and stuff. You know, when people go get abortions, okay, what's left over is like they stick it in the chemtrails, they stick it in the lotions, they stick it in the products that we're using. It's really sick. This is what I want to focus on. The deception in the world, not what's going on in the tarot community. All right, this just could be your family, or you're just happy. You're just happy. The Ten of Cups and the God card, I mean, this says enough. You know what I'm saying? You're beautiful. You're giving off like a beautiful spirit, a godlike spirit. Your glow is blinding people. It's blinding these demons that are going around in human suits. I walk past people sometimes. I went out last night with my boyfriend. We came out of a store and held the door for somebody, and they literally looked at us like they wanted to kill us. And I was like, man, this shit is real. This shit goes so deep, okay? It's so much deeper than just these platforms. It really is. That's the least of the problems, is the shit that's going on between people on YouTube. That is the least of my problems anyway. Hello. There she is, Empress. Wow. I'm not even going to call signs because it may seem ignorant at this point. All right. But the Empress is here, no doubt, protected by God, ordered by God to give back and spread beauty and love and light all across the land, okay? And bring happiness to people, period. Because we're getting through this. This is the outcome of this. So the cards are speaking the story right now. I don't really have to say much, I'm sure. All right, so I just feel like you guys really need to know that there's too many people walking in this world for everybody to agree. Look, for everybody to agree with what you say, or say, yeah, you know, you're right about that, and you have to be okay with that. You have to be all right with that, because we're not. We would be stupid to think that everybody else was going to agree with what we said all the time and be like, oh, you know what, you're right. No, different strokes for different folks. You feel me? That just is what it is. There is no other way. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put these away. So you're a healer. We got the healer, the God card, the Empress card. I mean, shit, what more do you need about that? And the Father God card. You understand? What more do you need than that? But let's get down. Let's see. Some of you may be bored. You may be like antsy and shit for maybe being inside, or, you know, because shit's different now, you know. I don't know. I started doing crossword puzzles and just making things, getting paint and stuff, and trying to create things just to occupy time. It's really difficult for empaths chosen to, what is this? The light. It's really difficult for empaths, the chosen ones, to work for somebody. you realize that, because it's like every job I've ever had, I always went above and beyond, because I always wound up doing somebody else's job, and I'm doing 15 things at once, and then I would literally, my hours would get cut, you know, because of jealous people. When you're like, when say like you're working at your job, and your manager, you start doing more than your manager does, and now you're a threat to that manager. So now they start cutting your hours, and they start like lying to the district manager about you. And you've all experienced this, right? This is exactly how it is in life too. If somebody sees you doing better than them, or they perceive to think you're doing better than them, right? Because who's to say whether somebody's doing better than somebody or not? Nobody. God, that's it. So, but people, they feel threatened maybe by your work progress or how you get down at work and shit. And then so they start sabotaging it for you. I realize it's very difficult for me to work for somebody. Once I told you, once I was working for my own father who taught me everything I know on how hard of a worker to be. He gave me my work ethic. I have to give that to him. But once I started getting compliments about my job and they didn't say anything about him, he started feeling some kind of way, and he would add it in. Well, where do you think she got it from? He couldn't say, like, he would never say, yeah, she is a great worker, a roofer. All right, let's get that straight. I did roofing with a hammer. I hand nailed and ripped off roofs for over 25 years. Okay, I'm that bad of a bitch. And then I could come home, and then I went and I bartended until 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay, and I could be the roofer on the roof who spit off the roof, and then I could be the woman and the lady at night. Okay, I wear many hats. Don't get it twisted. I wear many hats. Nobody, people look at me, they would never think that I fell damn near 3 stories off of a roof and shit, and then fell again, and then sliced my shin open with a piece of metal and cut it open till the meat was hanging out. You know why? Because I don't wear it, and that's why. And people misjudge people for what they see now, right? The end result, the finished product. Don't judge me on what I'm speaking now, on what I look like now, or what I smell like now, because you don't know where I came from, just like I don't know where you came from or what you've been through. But I do understand, right, that I don't want nobody in this world is going to take away my ability to have compassion and love for people. Nobody. But at the same time, I'm a peaceful warrior, but I'm not just peaceful. I'm a warrior as well. So it's like, if you come for me, I will come for you, but I'm going to do it in a way that is a little bit different than what you're used to. Okay? What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? You know, but like I was saying, yeah, if somebody complimented me and he was standing right there, instead of saying, yeah, she really is, like, she's the best worker I ever had, you know, he would say now, well, who do you think taught her everything that she knew? And people were bringing this to my attention. It wasn't even me. You don't notice this stuff. When you're an empath, you don't notice all the gaslighting and all the times that somebody attempted to give you a compliment and that somebody didn't like it around you. That shit doesn't change when you get older. And it doesn't change when you're around a different group. I'm telling you, like I said, it's a principality that's running through these people, and they allow themselves to be a vessel for the principality. Period. I won't allow myself to be a vessel like that. Movement and choices. Okay, so you guys decide, some of you are deciding to move, and I feel like it's saying, like, whatever choice you're about to make, whatever move you're about to make, choose wisely. Whatever this is, if this is a job, if this is a person, if this is a friend, if this is what you're allowing yourself, your ears to hear, what videos you're allowing yourself to watch, what music you're allowing yourself, your ears to hear, because your subconscious soaks all of this up. This has nothing to do with one or the other. You feel me? You know what I'm saying with that? It has to do with knowing about the subconscious, understanding that your subconscious mind is a sponge, and that whatever manifests there manifests in your physical. And so if you're watching and listening to negative shit all the time, then this is going to affect your reality. It's like God, it's so much deeper than just this spell work shit, right? It really is. The manipulation on this planet from these dark beings, man, has been happening for so long, and there's so much that we don't know. You have to be also okay with the fact that you don't know everything. You know, we're never going to just know everything. So you have to be all right with that. The waiting game. Maybe you guys should wait before you make a decision. I have a feeling that this is saying, like, maybe meditate or ask your higher self, which is your God self, right? About this decision that you're trying to make. Whether, I don't know, if this is a decision to let somebody in your life. Somebody's name could be Kelly or Frank. Whether this is a decision to drive if you have bad weather. If you're feeling apprehensive about whatever this decision is that you're thinking about, I feel like the universe is telling you to wait on it. Sob story I just heard. I don't know. What's going on with this? What do we need to know about this decision? So I feel like it is a relationship with the Two of Cups. Or you're making better choices in relationships. You're protecting yourself. You don't get into relationships anymore with third-party situations. We're not accepting that anymore as divine feminines and divine masculines, you know. We no longer, we understand our worth and shit. And we no longer allow ourselves to be on the back burner. Some of you need to stand your ground in some kind of relationship or partnership. This could be a friendship. This could be at work. But some of you need to, or you have, speak up. You made a fool of me. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, somebody was trying to make a fool of you and shit, you know? This could be you or the other person, but I feel like this is definitely a relationship. Evil woman. Oh, shit. Wow. I feel like there's somebody here who's seen the real true side of somebody. Evil woman. Who is this? What do you got to prove? Queen of Swords. Somebody may be feeling some kind of way about something that you're saying. You may have told somebody to off or some shit like that, or I don't know if this, I feel like this is somebody you're dating though. Somebody from your past. If you guys are thinking about getting back with somebody from your past, I see this message as clear as day. I think that you choose wisely with this. And if you're going to attempt to reconcile with somebody from your past that maybe had you in a third party situation, but most of us don't do that shit anymore. Be careful of the words you're using. I feel like it's saying. Some of you need to be more harsh, not harsh, but just more stern with your kids, what they're learning, what they're watching. And what they're hearing you say, because you know they're sponges as well. So I'm going to leave it there, you guys. I may be back later. I have a few things I have to do today, but I just want to let you know there's always going to be somebody who doesn't agree with something you say. And there's always going to be somebody who, instead of seeing the actual picture of what you were saying, will find that one little thing that triggers them inside. That triggering, that whatever triggers that person is the part that they need to heal. If most people understood this, just imagine where we'd be, right? I love you guys. Bye.